Hello viewers, and welcome to part 3 of our F1 2019 E3 2019 content. And we're going to be looking here at some of the classic cars that are available. You see various menus. I do like the menus this year, very polished, really nice look to them. I think very nice indeed. It's so far beyond what we had years ago. It's so smooth, it's so fluid. Here we're looking at some of the classic cars that are in the game. Tremendous selection. Well, I say tremendous selection. There's a good selection of classic cars. The big problem is who you're going to race against. And I think this will really come into its own when we have more cars from each season. I mean, generally speaking, you need, 5 cars from a season to be able to really sort of mix it up a bit. But either way, the work that's gone into modelling these cars is tremendous. It is sort of sad that we can't have the original. I know tobacco sponsorship is banned, and I think it's a real shame that we're sort of whitewashing history in a way. I don't know. I don't think seeing Marlboro on a McLaren's going to make me go out and buy a pack of cigarettes. But I do think that the heritage of the cars, how they looked at the time, is important. I think taking all the logos off that gave them that authenticity. There's a certain authenticity that I feel you lose in a way, and that's not Codemasters. That's just down to the rules that they are. And I'm sure many of you will agree, but at the same time, we all understand why the situation is what it is. Either way, these car models are stunning. I mean, they're getting better all the time. We say that. And the graphics technology improves all the time, and just wait, in a few years time, maybe not next gen, maybe the gen after, we'll eventually be driving with top level LODs, and you'll see this sort of detail in VR in your experience when you're racing with pure modern audio. It's going to be absolutely stunning. So it's great to see some of these cars. You can see these ones in particular. Like I say, they lose the Marlboro and they lose a big part of the. It's a shame we can't put something else on there, a bit like the buzzing Hornets that was on the Jordan, which I thought was brilliant at the time. Never forgot that. It was almost more marketable doing that than it was doing anything else. And the McLaren itself does look a bit bland without it. But either way, stunning to see these cars in there. Great automotive history. Great engine sound. No halo. And this car in particular as well. Very nice here. Fernando Alonso's there. So it's nice to see the range. Stunning, the 2008, isn't it, of course, of Lewis Hamilton there. I mean, I've seen that many times in the flesh. I've been lucky to see it, and the detail up close on that car is just another level. And then you go to the Brawn, which is very plain and very small, and also when you see these cars compared to modern cars, they are so much slimmer and smaller looking compared to the big modern cars, which are too big in many ways. Longer and longer, wider and wider. I look forward to a bit more purity when they can eventually remove some of the various sort of downforce elements. They are too complex at the moment. They're too expensive, and they need to tighten up the field. I personally would like to see a move back to V8 engines. I really don't see the point in V6s for the sport. It's different for the branding exercise of the car companies, but to them they don't care about the sport. They care about the branding exercise, and I think really there needs to be a focus on what's important for the sport and what's important for the show and what's important for the branding exercise. But you see the Red Bull there, again, stunning. The paint jobs, the lighting, look and feel really nice this year. That's something I pointed out as well in the spot effect. I do like the chrome effect on the tyres. It looks spot on some of these cars. And how we've improved in the past 10 years in terms of lots of detail is amazing. As technology's improved. What are we going to see next gen, guys? It's going to be a nice step forward, seeing all of this improved yet again in the next couple of years. It's almost like Codemasters are moving up a gear now to see how it's all going to come together and perform at that time. But either way, very nice seeing these car models and getting up nice and close to cars that you just never seen this level of detail on years ago, and will probably never see in the flesh. But that's it for this video, looking at the various cars. And of course we've seen a little bit of customization, we've seen the Formula 2, and we look forward to some more Formula 1 content in the coming weeks. I just want to play it. I want to do some laps and look a little bit at the customization, and hopefully for those of you who do play online leagues, a lot of work's gone into that to make it a bit more stable as well. We can wait and see on that one. But that's it from me for now for this extra bit of E3 coverage on F1, and there'll be more from me very soon.